Listening to clients should be one basic thing that salespeople absolutely must master. It is puzzling then as to why they are such poor listeners. This lack of skill and attention means they are leaving a lot of money on the table. Today we are going to eliminate this lack of ability for salespeople. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Monday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center studio in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? In this show, we are looking at the critical areas for success in business in Japan. We want to help advance everyone's thinking so that we can all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 152, and we are talking about be careful of client white noise. それでは行きましょう. Let's get going. Salespeople are always under pressure to meet their targets. In high-pressure situations, this creates certain behaviours that are not in tune with the client's best interests. We know we should listen carefully to what the client wants before we attempt to suggest any solution for the buyer's needs. We know that by asking well-designed questions, we can possibly come up with an insight that triggers a, oh, we hadn't thought of that, or we haven't planned for that reaction. At worst, we know whether we have a solution for them or not after asking those questions. Under pressure, though, salespeople can temporarily become deaf toward the buyer. Even assuming they are smart enough to ask questions in the first place, they may fall over when it comes to carefully listening to the buyer's answers. They can hear some buyer white noise in the background while they are thinking about their own interests. They are self-absorbed and not plumbing the depths of what the client is trying to achieve. In fact, they are ignoring the hints and nuances in the sales conversation. Well then, what are they doing? They are fixated on their own needs, their own target achievement, their own big bonuses, and their job security. The client may have outlined what they had in mind at this stage, but that won't scratch because the salesperson needs a bigger sale to make target. They need to expand what the client wants regardless of whether the client needs that solution or not. Upselling, cross-selling are legitimate aspects of sales, but the purpose has to be very clear. It is not about making the salesperson more money. It is serving the client in a deeper way. The client may not have the full view of what is possible because they will never know the seller's lineup of solutions as well as the salesperson. They will also not have had deep conversations with their competitors. They won't have been allowed behind the velvet curtain to see what their competitors are doing and how they are doing it. They will not have a broad exposure to what other firms and industries are doing in terms of best practice. This is the value of the salesperson, because they are constantly doing all of these things. They are like butterflies skipping from one sweetly fragranced flower to the next. They are collectors of stories, problems, breakthroughs, successes, and can connect many, many, many dots together. In this sense, they can see possibilities the client may not know exists or may not have thought of. This is where the cross-sell and the upsell add value, because the salesperson can expand the client's world and help them to become even more successful. That is a long way from ramping up the number value of the sale to make target. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear, and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is the product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. Salespeople are trying to expand the complexity of the sale to manufacture a larger sale. At some point, the client is going to drop out. Unless they see overwhelming value in increasing the scope, they are well aware that this enlarged project is over budget. Now, budget planning is just a fiction, and we all know that. It is an imaginary estimate of where expenses could be allocated, and it occupies a cell in a spreadsheet, many lines in that spreadsheet, and we have seen budgets miraculously appear from nowhere should the perceived value be great enough. The rob Peter to pay Paul school of accounting. The point about value comes back to listening skills. If the salesperson is focused on the client's benefit, then they can rummage through their memory banks to best practices that could be applied to help the client achieve their aim. In the process, this may mean increasing the investment to get a bigger return. If the salesperson is just focused on getting their monthly number, they are not really paying attention to the client's needs at all. Client white noise is an annoying distraction. Instead of paying any attention, salespeople just start mentally padding the details of the project so that the numbers are bumped up. Once the client feels they are being ramped up for the salesperson's benefit, then the trust is reduced to zero, and the deal won't happen anyway. Salespeople need to be really listening to the needs of the client and should forget about what they want As Zig Ziglar said, if you can help enough other people get what they want, then you will get what you want. Zig was a world champion, gold medal winning listener and a very smart bloke. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show is here to help you succeed in Japan. Subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching this episode, and remember to hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now. enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. It's awesome value, so check it out. You might also enjoy our other shows for podcasts. Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday for the Business Tachijin no Oshier show. Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series. Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcasto show. Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery show. And Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews, wherever you get your podcast. Also, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Terebi show. And every Friday, the Japan Business Mastery show. And every Saturday, the Japan's top business interview show. These are all on YouTube. In episode 153, we are talking about the secrets of successful project team management. Find out more about that next week. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you, and we've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.